All right, I wanted to do a little video reply to a question we had on the CCO discussion board. And Becky is asking about ERCP coding. She said there was a discussion at her local chapter about coding an ERCP with stone extraction and sphincterotomy and balloon dilation of the pylorus. The person that posted the question had found the codes for the ERCP with stone extraction and sphincterotomy, but was having trouble with the balloon dilation. So let me show you how I worked it out. I got a couple replies here. I put mine down on the bottom. So what I'm seeing in that documentation is three distinct types of ERCP procedures: stone extraction, the sphincterotomy, and balloon dilation of the pylorus. So when I put an ERCP in my handy dandy supercoder, it brought up all of these codes that have ERCP in the procedure name, which is important. And what I've highlighted are the three procedures above. So 4.3, make that a little bit bigger here for you. Oh, maybe not. So the 4.3.2.6.2 is for the sphincterotomy, the 4.3.2.7.1 is for the balloon dilation, and the 4.3.2.6.4 is for removal of the stone or the calculus. So the 4.3.2.6.4 to me fits the bill for the ERCP, which by the way stands for endoscopic retrograde cholangiopancreatography, with endoscopic retrograde removal of the calculus. So that one is a definite in my opinion. And then there was this parenthetical note: when done with the sphincterotomy, also use 43262. I love it when CPT is extremely clear like this and lets you know when it's okay to code something that you might think would be bundled. So the 43262 is number 2 for the sphincterotomy. Endoscopic retrograde cholangiopancreatography with sphincterotomy or papillotomy. So that leaves us for number 3, the balloon dilation, which is what this question is all about. So when you first read it, the 43271 is with the endoscopic retrograde balloon dilation of the ampulla, biliary, and or pancreatic ducts. So if we do a little bit of anatomy review here, these little ducts here is what it's talking about. The pylorus is over here. And so our scenario was balloon dilation of the pylorus. So in digging deeper in some supercoder articles, it said the use of a balloon to remove stones should not be confused with the balloon dilation of the ampulla, biliary, or pancreatic ducts, which is a separate procedure. Ductal dilation is done when there's a stricture of one of the ducts. Even the balloons used for the two procedures are different. So it's very common to use balloons to get the scope down and through to where you want to get the stones. And by the way, the retrograde for ERCP means so far the scope is going with the flow of the food or whatever that would go through here, and then it goes backwards against the flow into the ducts, because the gallbladder is excreting fluid this way and the pancreatic ducts is excreting fluid this way. So the scope is going against the flow of those fluids, so to speak. So that's where the retrograde comes in. So my final answer is 43264 and 43262. So the stone removal and the sphincterotomy. Just a little note to our CCO students that were trying to answer it. They were thinking that 43245 might be a consideration, but that's an upper GI code. And when I teach this in our physician-based coding course, I talk about being in the right church and pew. So I'm letting them know when they get to the lessons on the digestive system in the course, you'll see that you're in the right pew but the wrong church. We need to code from the ERCP bubble, not the upper GI bubble. So hopefully that will help with that question on ERCP coding.